Welcome to Chaos Chronicles. I'm Philip.
I'm Ashton.
And I'm Maddie.
Here we go. Today we have our Halloween special. Alright, we're gonna kick this bad boy. Oh my gosh. Alright. We're gonna kick this off with a Halloween movie blind rating. Alright. So we're gonna do 5 movies. You guys gotta pick where you think they should go with not knowing what's coming next. Okay? We're going to kick this off with the Addams Family.
Okay.
1 through 5. What do you think?
I was never really a fan.
Ooh, I like the original. I could watch it over and over again.
Oh, really?
I'm like, let's do 3 then.
Okay, we'll do 3.
You're going to throw it at 3. Okay.
I don't feel like we watched the same movies.
I'm going to guess not. This might be a little difficult.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to jump to Hocus Pocus.
That's a 1 for me. That's a 1 for me.
Are you sure?
Okay.
You doing 1 for Hocus Pocus?
I'm
don't
willing
think
to negotiate. What do you think?
2?
2's good.
2?
Okay. 2's good.
All right. So we
We
got...
only do 5? We're only the top 5? Okay.
Yeah.
Can we have like a 1.5?
Oh
Can
my
we move
God.
them? If you give us a better one, we're gonna bump it down.
All right. Beetlejuice. So already got 2 and 3 out.
See, I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but I remember that I loved it,
Yep.
and I really need to rewatch it so I can go watch the second
The
one.
new one, yes.
I watched it, but
You already got 2 and 3.
I feel like 1.5.
It's gotta be 4.
Throw that at 4.
The Little Addams Family? I guess we don't really have a choice at
No.
this point.
Unless you're gonna put it at 1.
I don't think that's a number 1.
No, I don't either.
Okay. So that one's going to 4.
Yes.
All right. We're gonna go to Don't Look Under the Bed.
I don't even know what that is. Can we pass? Do you have enough that we can
You can just throw it to a 5 if you don't like it, or you don't
Under
know.
the bed?
Don't look under the bed. You've
You
never
love
seen that? What'd you think of it? It was iffy.
Yeah. I mean, it
Oh,
wasn't
see?
horrible, but it wasn't my favorite.
So you throw that.
It
Was
would
it no
never-
Nightmare Before Christmas?
And it would be not
or
even close.
Halloween Town.
It wouldn't even close to
So you're
Hocus
throwing
Pocus.
that 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got 2 through 5. So this last
It
one
has to be number 1.
is number 1.
You better not give me a garbage one.
I was gonna say, I'll be so
He's
mad.
scrolling a lot.
Oh, look at
I
his
feel like
face.
there's more than 5.
No, I'm doing the top 5.
Okay, fine. What?
Halloween Town.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
All right. So what's this? So you got.
Hang on.
Let me type it.
So we have Halloween Town as 1.
We got Halloween Town. Halloween Town is 1.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus 2. Not a bad start.
I thought you meant the second Hocus Pocus. I was like, you didn't say 2. I was about to be mad.
No, number 2 is Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
Not Hocus Pocus 2.
See?
Okay.
3 is Addams Family.
Okay.
4 is Beetlejuice. 5 is Don't Look Under the Bed. Which
I
never
would
watched.
say that's a fair. That's not bad. I think you guys did all right.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
What is
Not
it?
bad. It's all on you.
Oh,
You think that was a decent rating? You happy with that top 5 rating? With those movies, you're good with that.
What? Yeah, this is how I rate them.
Yeah, exactly.
I personally would
Because
have
you
done
can't-
Hocus Pocus 1.
You really would have done Hocus Pocus 1?
Only because it's my favorite movie.
That's fair. I have this spell
See-
book. Remember you bought me
I
that?
know, dude. It's my favorite.
I should have taken a picture. Remind me when I get home. I'll send you a picture of my little Hocus
Halloween.
setup.
I feel good about this, except for I would have done Hocus Pocus 1. Halloween Town 2. Honestly, I probably would have done Addams Family 2. Halloween Town 3.
Really?
I like Addams Family.
See,
And look at how popular it was. They made how many more? People still dress up like that for Halloween.
what made?
Addams Family?
Look how many Halloween? There's 4 Halloween Towns.
But I don't think they franchised. Like, you
There's at least 4.
don't dress up like them for Halloween. How often do you see a Halloween Town costume?
I dress up for a witch.
It's all
Just
different.
dress up as a witch.
Yeah, there's skeletons. There's
Spooky,
everything.
scary skeletons.
Yeah.
See, I would have
Warlocks.
done Halloween Town,
See. Mm-hmm.
Hocus Pocus, Beetlejuice, Adam's Family. Don't look under the bed because I don't know what that is.
I can't believe you. I can't
I
believe you haven't seen Don't Look
honestly
Under the
can't
Bed.
either.
You got to watch that.
Sorry, I got out as a child.
No, you have to watch that. You'll understand.
I was out until the streetlights came on.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes. All right.
Okay, what are they?
So, what?
What is the top 5?
I think he said them in order.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No. But they have the top 5, actually, which...
I thought that was the whole point.
No.
Of this
No,
list.
The whole point is doing the blind reaction is like, because you don't know which one's going to come first.
I am.
So,
I really wanted you to tell me.
Top 5, it has...
She thought this was a random trivia.
Yes.
No, it is not.
Yeah,
No.
It's not.
It is your opinion, and try not to mess it up.
Nope, I don't like it now.
Hocus Pocus is 1. Beetlejuice is 2.
Yeah.
Don't Look Under the Bed is 3.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam's Family is 4. Halloween Town is 5.
Okay. I'm not surprised. I am a little bit.
And Ghostbusters is 6.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, you
Well,
see,
Interesting.
man, you should have done more research on that whole blind reaction deal.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't. I know it's like a trending thing, but I'm not trendy. So.
Yeah. It's okay.
She doesn't want to do what these kids are doing
Yeah.
nowadays.
No. So far past that now, right?
That's a giant waste of time. So I don't have time for that.
Trying to
They
keep
do
up
it
with
for the
today's
views.
trends.
I know. Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah. No cap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100% get that.
Oh, bussin'.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
we're not going back to that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Bussing.
This is bussing.
Oh my gosh.
That was so funny.
That was so
I
funny.
love when
You
you
just
said
walk around bussing.
It's just so bad. I tell you, it was so bad. But well, so Ashton, what do you have for us?
All right. How Halloween has changed in the past 100 years.
Yeah.
October 22nd, 2021, when this was written by Britt McKinnon. Halloween gained popularity in the United States in the 1840s by way of a massive Irish immigration to escape the Irish potato famine. The pagan roots of the celebration may be what led to it being popular with farm communities and people looking to connect with the land as the seasons turned. It wasn't always about going and getting candy like this. There's like a huge history around Halloween or All Hallows Eve.
Oh, well, yeah.
Is what it's called.
Yes.
In past generations, Halloween was integrated closely with mischief, namely pranks. Throwing cabbages and stealing garden gates were among the most popular shenanigans. But nowadays, well-known pranks like egging houses or hanging toilet paper from tree branches can result in hefty fines. I don't think I've ever played any Halloween pranks, though.
No. I've not
That was not a thing when I was... I mean, I knew some people did it,
I was
but...
gonna say, it was a thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that was
I
definitely
was
a thing. Yeah. Definitely never cooking any of that for sure.
Are you being sarcastic?
I was gonna say none of us felt good about that.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Do you have a record that didn't follow you into adulthood?
He's
No.
pleading the fifth on this.
No, I didn't do anything.
Okay. Did you toilet paper the corner around your house?
Yes.
It was the principal's house
Yes,
when I was in
absolutely.
high school. It was the principal's house that always got toilet paper dragged. People got in a lot of trouble for that.
Oh, I bet.
Yep.
Egg would be the worst.
So
to
you
clean
partook
off.
in that?
No, I know who did it, and they did get in trouble.
Very naughty.
But
Suspicious.
honestly, it was a really cool, badass principal, and he pulled them in. I mean, he didn't press charges. He didn't get
Yep.
cops. Like, he was like, guys, come on.
And then
I
he
get-
egged the kids.
He was like,
We're not going to vandalize property.
Yeah, like, I get that you were trying to have fun. That was not the way to do it.
Yeah.
He was a really cool guy, but
Actually, my other brother's boss's house, because they live in the same town, He was throwing something, and I think he damaged something. Yeah, that was not great.
And eggs on vehicles. There have been people in our town doing that for like all year randomly on a weekend.
When I was in
people
high
be
school,
like, "Hey, this road
What?
got egged today or last night."
yeah,
And
I
everybody's
saw
like,
that.
"Yeah." And neighbors are like, "Hey, do you have ring footage?" And
Yeah.
everybody's pulling up their ring cameras and looking at all the
I'm
footage
trying
and
to
stuff.
see who drove by it.
When I was in high school, it was peanut butter. People would smear peanut butter on other people's windshields in the parking lot of the school.
That's so hard to get
And then,
off.
yeah. And I think syrup was another one.
Oh, that'd be a
gosh.
pain.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That'd be awful. Anyways, okay.
As Halloween gained popularity stateside, unique methods of celebration began cropping up. Parties by the 1930s were standard fare in Halloween festivities. And by the 1950s, Halloween parties were mostly held at home instead of downtown centers. And this was largely due to the baby boom at the time and the holiday becoming increasingly focused on the kids.
Right.
Interesting.
If you were trick-or-treating in the 1940s or before, you would likely have received a popcorn ball, nuts, fruit, or even money. Manufactured and pre-wrapped candy didn't fully take off in the United States until the 1970s.
Oh,
Anybody want to guess why?
No.
Because they did not have whatever it's called to keep it
No.
fresh long enough.
No.
What?
Because it was illegal to have candy before the 1970s.
Also, no.
Yeah, I figured.
Parents were worried about potential tampering of homemade treats.
I wondered when that kind of came in because I mean.
In the 1980s, it was that was a big thing because they had PSAs. Like I ran across a couple. It's like a public service announcement.
Oh.
And
yeah,
one of them was a 15-minute video.
Oh my god.
That the kids had to, and I vaguely remember watching this because it's the pumpkin talk. It's the jack-o'-lantern talking. We watched this when it was probably in elementary school, but it explained why you needed to be careful on Halloween and make sure you don't just start eating anything without your parents looking at it because there could be dangerous stuff in there.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of many reasons why I appreciated being in a very small town growing up. Because when we went trick-or-treating, it was the whole town, and you knew which house had the popcorn balls, and you know which house had the king-size candy bars.
You do.
It was a small town, and you knew I have to go through my candy. And I know there was one year when I took the boys here that it was be careful and make sure none of the wrappers have been messed with, and it ruins it.
Yeah, it does. Well, and that was because it was in the late 70s, early 80s. There was an issue with, I believe it said Tylenol. Somebody had tampered with Tylenol. And
put Tylenol into.
No, it was. I believe it was because it said a Tylenol bottle.
Who would put a Tylenol bottle in somebody's trick-or-treat bag?
I don't know. I don't know if this was just not pertaining to Halloween, and this is why
just
people got
separate.
Weird. Is because there was a lot of
I understand.
A lot of people got poisoned because of it, because it was tampered with after manufacture. And
so in
the
store
got sick.
or something like that.
Right. They never did figure out how that happened.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
It did say safety became more of a concern in the 80s. Things like people were scared of razor blades and cyanide and cannabis being in the candy or baked goods or whatever it was.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
It's
just crazy.
Yeah. Nope. I've done it. I've gone through the kids' candy.
Why?
And had to throw some stuff away because
you never
don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know where you were. I don't know whose house it was. I don't know what part of town you were in.
Mm-hmm.
We're going.
Oh, you just let your kids go?
Like here?
Here, yes.
Wow.
Their dads? No.
No, I would agree with that. That's fair.
Yeah. But here, there is probably 6 blocks straight line, kind of curves a little bit. And that is the street. There are no vehicles allowed on that street. And that is where everyone trick-or-treats. So we pretty much would like stand at somebody's house we knew and just be like, go. And they'd walk the whole thing and come back to us. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
I was around. I didn't just sit at my house and be like, all right, see you later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Walk home. I'm not picking you up.
Yeah, no. Be home by the time the street lights come
Yeah.
on. No, I have done that once. But otherwise, I've walked with them almost every time.
Will you walk better?
We did last year, but we just did the main strip where kind of the businesses are.
I mean, in like 5
Did they
years.
do like a trunk or treat situation where all the businesses?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did it that way, and
honestly, a lot of
it was just
towns,
a block long.
Yeah, a
So-
lot of towns are doing that where
Yeah.
it's like trick or treating is not door to door. It's everybody goes
Yeah.
uptown and your kid walks around
Yep.
to like the square, Main Street, or whatever. Because
People
And
were
then they
complaining
have-
about that last year.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, my kids want to do out on Halloween and nobody was
nobody
doing
has their
anything
lights on,
because they did the trunk or treat all week long.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where I'm from. That's what they did. Like each church has it, and then the businesses on the main drag have it, and then I think there's like 1 or 2 other ones that they do, and it's all the like weekend before, days leading up to Halloween.
I miss it. Honestly, I miss when I was growing up. It was you got all dressed up, they took pictures, and they were like, "Go have fun." And that just doesn't happen.
It doesn't. That has changed since 2021 when this article came out.
Yeah, even to
Well,
then,
yeah,
I mean,
it really has.
I mean-
I feel like
Well, I mean,
what
especially with
2021 was probably the first time people actually felt comfortable going back out
after COVID.
after COVID.
So
I mean, it was still kind of COVID, but
I was still pretty much in full swing in 21. Well, the following October.
no, because
It
the
was
kids were
getting
back
easier,
in school.
yeah.
They were back in school, but
They
I
were.
know they were still very like, hey, social
Yep.
distance.
Yeah.
Even when you would go to a door, you'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
What the
don't
They
one
would,
get.
they would have a
our
dot.
thing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had a dot back there. Stay back.
I mean, there were some where they had like a bowl of candy sitting on the step, and
Yeah.
there was like a sign that said "take one" because they weren't. So
Yeah.
to do the kind of the social distance.
Yeah.
I know
Mhm.
we didn't have. I mean, by 2021, dude, I was kind of over making my kids not enjoy life and miss all these holidays.
I could only imagine having kids, especially like younger kids in that time,
Yeah.
to have to stay home
And
work from
not.
home. Hopefully, work from home if you
Yeah.
don't lose your job.
Anyways.
I know. All right. After the 70s.
Apparently fortune telling was a super big thing in the beginning because that is when the belief was that our world and the supernatural world, the wall realm situation was the thinnest. Like in Halloween Town.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Grandma always came
Mm-hmm.
because that's when the veil
could-
was at its thinnest.
Yeah.
They could,
Yeah.
yes.
Pass between worlds. Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't remember that, do you?
I do. I'm just giggling because I didn't know that was real life. I didn't know.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
that is a belief
Yeah.
that they
No.
had.
There's people. Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
no.
That's my bad.
It's weird but true events.
The whole time I'm sitting here, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah I don't. You're bullshit.
No, that was their belief.
Okay, gotcha.
Irish immigrants who introduced Halloween to America chose to carve pumpkins instead of their traditional turnips.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yes. Echoing the legend of a cursed man who navigated his way with a light in a turnip, it wasn't until the 1960s that America would see the Howden pumpkin, and that is a pumpkin bred especially for Halloween carving, with shallow flesh and sturdy stem. Not ideal for eating, though.
Yeah,
Makes
alright.
sense.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
because and I believe they carved the turnips to deter bad spirits or demons. And now it's just jack-o'-lantern.
So they think that the Irish like immigrants thought the same thing with the pumpkins too.
Yeah, that was just. I'm assuming pumpkins were probably easier to get here versus a turnip.
Yeah.
So they, I think that's why they just
Transition to the pumpkin. Interesting.
So 1962 was the year of the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
I was singing it.
Yep.
A novelty song about the spontaneous party in a mad scientist's lab. The resurgence in Halloween parties vaulted the popularity of songs like Haunted House and I Put a Spell on You. That's a good song.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
62?
Yeah.
Man, okay.
That's old, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah. Anybody want to take a guess on what their projection was for this year for Halloween spending?
For 2021?
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
That was the article.
That's the article. Yes.
Yeah.
Of 2021. See, it could be kind of fluctuating because of COVID, but I'm gonna say.
But that's the one holiday you could be out.
Is that including like candies, decorations, all that kind of stuff?
So this says the days of paper, costumes, and homemade treats are largely behind us. Americans projected to spend blank on this year's holiday according to the National Retail Federation's annual survey.
I'm gonna guess.
I don't know where to start, so I feel like an idiot just throwing out.
I'll throw out the first.
Can you?
I got you.
Is it millions?
No, for each individual. Like
What? No.
No.
Total. What the country? What Americans are projected to spend more than blank on
in
this year's
total.
in total.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was like a household.
No.
No.
That's why I was like,
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, I guess I could try to do that math, but you're not gonna like it.
Oh, okay.
so millions?
So, oh yeah, no, it'd definitely be millions.
Okay, what's your number?
I'm going to say 40.
No, I'm gonna say 1.1 billion.
You're both very wrong.
Are we like super on?
What is it?
It's 10.6 billion in 2021.
I was
You
thinking,
gotta think costumes, candy, probably decorations.
so you got what? Probably 250 million people in the U.S. that would buy Halloween stuff. So you're telling me
But not everybody participates.
no?
No,
And that's
they
the
don't.
crazy thing.
I remember there was a
10.6
girl
you
in my
said?
class. Her parents would pull her out on Halloween because it was the devil's holiday.
Dude, don't even get me started on that shit, because the fact that they can't wear their costumes to school still fucking irritates the shit
Oh yeah,
out of me.
we'll get to that as well.
Good. You're lucky I
10.6.
didn't boycott the school the year that happened, because I was so angry.
Geez.
You know how much you spend on a Halloween costume for them to wear it for one night?
I don't.
And then you took it away from us at school. Like, they got to wear it at school and they got to go trick-or-treating. And then you took it away at school, and I'm like, Oh, dude.
Yeah, we'll get into that because their reasoning wasn't very good in my opinion.
But 10.6 you said?
10.6 billion was projected for 2021.
That is absurd, bro.
But I mean, if you think about it,
It's expensive.
it is so
Oh,
expensive.
damn. Look at a bag of candy right now. I think I just bought the one that has like Kit Kats and Reese's.
Oh, you got the expensive one.
Yeah, because I love Kit Kats and I love Reese's. I think there's something else.
You got that name brand shit.
And it's like $11.
Yeah,
for
it
a
is
bag.
stupid expensive.
And it's
now.
not, it wouldn't last you the night.
Dude, I just bought that last week for my kids. For
Yeah,
my
I know, that's
household.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
that's not even
But
for
like for the
trick-or-treating.
the trick or treaters,
Yeah.
that would
No.
never fucking last the
Yeah.
night.
No, you have to buy
get
like 2 or 3 bags.
4.
Yeah. Depending on where you live, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's insane.
Yep, and that's why I just get mints.
Thins?
Yeah, just giving them
There was-
individual mint.
Like,
No.
I remember there was
Save
an
money.
old lady when I was a kid trick or treating because we just went like a couple blocks around our house.
Yeah.
She would always give you an Easter egg or like one of those what are they called? You know, like when you get a toy, that little
oh, Yeah.
There's toy
Yeah, inside,
inside.
yeah.
She'd give you like 50 cents. And that little egg or one of those.
Yep.
And that was
Man.
for Halloween. And then I
Does
was
she
excited
still do
because I
that?
could go buy my own candy bar.
Does she still do
I'm pretty sure she is no longer with us.
that? Oh man, I was like, that'd be decent.
She was fairly old when I was a child. I mean,
You're
I
old
guess
now.
she still could be, but she's probably not. I know she's not living in that house.
Hmm. Well, that's disappointing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you got?
The rise of manufactured
Dun dun dun.
costumes. Until the 1920s, most Halloween costumes were handmade by the costume wearer or their family. This all changed in the 1920s with the advent of manufactured costumes from companies like Ben Cooper, Collegeville Flag and Manufacturing Company, and H. Halpern Company. Ben Cooper in particular gained Halloween popularity through the production of officially licensed costumes of popular characters. So I'm assuming that's like
Frankenstein.
Bugs Bunny.
The 40s?
No, the 20s.
You said 20s or 40s?
20s.
20s.
No,
I thought it
was
would
like
have been.
Bugs Bunny? Or is that
no. I think
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse wasn't until the late 20s.
their licensed stuff? But I was just
I'm
giving
curious on like
examples.
Frankenstein and stuff like that. When did that come out? I'm curious on.
Great question.
I don't know.
It doesn't
I'm
have a
trying to think.
picture.
I'm trying to think of like characters for like,
Right.
Halloween that would have been in the 20s.
Okay. Oh, so here's the Tylenol thing. In 1982, a rash of poisoning deaths were tied to Tylenol pill bottles suspected of post-manufacturing tampering. The case was never solved, which inspired a wave of fear around trick-or-treating to the point where some towns in America banned it completely. So they did not do trick-or-treating.
What year was this?
82.
82 is when the
Wow.
Tylenol thing happened.
I didn't know that.
Everybody panicked. We're just not trick-or-treating.
Yep. Just don't do it.
And parents have worried about razor blade cyanide, cannabis, and Halloween candy. Though most incidents
That's
of
crazy.
tampered candy were reported to be hoaxes. Probably happened around the same time as, like, probably in October.
Right. And then everybody just freaked
And then
out.
everybody was like, well, what if they do that to the candy? Or the treats, or whatever.
Knowing
they're handing
that
out.
candy was going to be going out.
That is pretty
But
scary.
I mean, if you think about tampering with a bottle of Tylenol, I would think would be a lot easier
Well, and
compared
back then, I
to
don't
individual
think,
pieces of candy.
Yeah, back then I don't think that they necessarily had all the anti-tampering stuff. Like, because now there's
Yeah.
seal and the plastic wrap and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's plastic wrap,
Yeah.
there's the seal, and then they also have cotton in the top. So
Mhm.
if somebody were to poke it with a needle and shoot something in it,
It's not
it
on
absorbs
there.
in the cotton.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that that's what that was for.
Oh,
Fine.
really?
Yeah, I just thought it was to keep the pills from breaking.
And
From
keep them
shaking all
fresh.
over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was to catch any poison that may or may not be shot in
Interesting.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. We got.
Through the 1950s and 60s, plastic masks with elastic bands were the norm for Halloween. They were cheap to produce and could resemble any character a child wanted to be. The game changed when the vacuum-formed latex mask came out on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I know, I don't remember, I think it said it was in the 70s, the plastic masks were super popular. And they went away pretty quick because they mass-produced them, and the edges were sharp. They cut your hand. Breathing holes weren't big enough, so you couldn't properly breathe. Like, it was a whole thing.
Oh my god.
And then they couldn't use whatever plastic.
I
it
have
was.
2 of those in the other room.
Yep.
The boys were left.
Was it from the 70s?
Yes.
Well, those might be different.
Oh, I'm sure they're different.
Well, I
but there's
hope so.
the ski mask with the elastic on the back.
Oh my gosh.
Emerging in the 1990s, trunk-or-treat events
Yeah, there we go.
as a safer alternative to trick-or-treating. Children gather candy from open trunks of cars and park together in a designated parking lot. The practice can inspire creative car decorations and has been nicknamed Halloween tailgating.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's
fair.
what I'm familiar with.
The first haunted houses to open up was in 1915.
No.
But their Halloween heyday arrived during the Great Depression. People built primitive haunted houses that wound through basements and spooked local children. They were a great attraction for local children and a great alternative to destructive pranks.
That's very fair. Yeah, not ideal.
Yeah.
The Shining came about in the 1960s, and that is what led to fake blood being so popular with costumes.
Okay.
Yep.
That came out in the 60s?
Yeah, I thought that was
That was remade.
That-
The one you're thinking of,
Yeah.
that was the second one. I mean, it was
a
remake.
Okay.
I believe.
That makes
because
sense.
whatever that guy's name, the main
Yeah.
actor in that is not that old.
Right. Interesting. Fun fact: trick-or-treating did stop for a while in the U.S. This was due to sugar rationing in America during World War II.
Oh.
I thought you meant recently, and I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
where was I?
The Peanuts actually reintroduced the idea of trick-or-treating to American children after the war.
The what? The who?
Peanuts?
Peanuts. Yeah. Cartoon. Charlie Brown?
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, what?
I don't understand.
Yeah, I was-
broke out and
Yeah, I was lost. Okay.
Yeah, I see. I always call it Charlie Brown. Yeah,
Not.
I don't all that.
Yeah, I usually.
So they must have done like a Halloween episode, and that's how everybody was like.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Because they said that. Well,
It's crazy to think that Charlie Brown was that. I mean,
Yes.
started
yeah,
that
it
long
says
ago, too.
cartoons like Peanuts reintroduced the idea.
Okay.
Sorry, I paraphrased.
You're fine.
Wow.
I know. Hey, your biggest complaint? The 2010s saw an uptick in schools banning costumes from wearing certain costumes to school, often on the basis of sensitivity or separation of church and state. 2016's creepy clown sightings led schools across America to bar students from dressing as clowns for Halloween. Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Forgot about
I
those
did
creepy
that.
clowns.
Yeah.
No.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Angry parent.
God.
It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it, but it really upsets me.
Yeah, there was another article that talked about that I had found. And it said that schools didn't want to celebrate with costumes due to scaring the children and exclusivity.
Yep.
You got
Excellent. Good job.
Nailed
Good
it.
job.
But yeah, I don't know.
You can't have fun.
There's been an increase in dressing up for pets.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Why not let Fido and Fluffy join in on the Halloween fun?
Mm-hmm.
Dressing up pets in costumes may date back to as early as 327 BC in China, but doing it for Halloween has only become more popular with time. Americans spend $500 million to dress their pets in Halloween costumes, according to the Canine Journal. And 20% of pet owners are planning on dressing up their furry friends in 2021, an increase from 18% in 2020.
I am gonna tell you, I got quills today.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna tell you,
I'm gonna put a picture on the video so you can see it, but I did get it today.
I think Charlie has like 3 or 4 costumes.
This is the first one I've ever ordered, but I saw it and I could not help myself.
Yep.
And it came today, and I'm like, Cody, don't judge me. I spent $13 on this, and it will be worth it, and you will be fine. And when he came running out, all giggles.
He was so cute, wasn't he?
Oh my god! I had to run him down here and show the boys because they were down here, and I'm like, that's what I got them.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
what I did.
See, yeah, we got costumes for our dogs, but that's been a couple years.
Yeah.
But every once in a while we will put it on them, but we haven't done it for a little bit. But
It's not like I take him trick or treating. It would be a nightmare with all those people.
Oh, yeah.
But it's cute, and I was excited about it.
I mainly get it because I usually go to Halloween celebration.
Yeah.
And I like to take the dogs.
Yep.
So Charlie has, she's got a UPS man. and
So-
it holds a little box.
Yep. I
And
remember
when
that.
she walks or runs, that little box is
Yeah.
going everywhere.
That's awesome.
And then she has the other really funny one is the hot dog. And I've been trying to find a hamburger for Bailey because she is just a little fucking hamburger. But yeah, no, I haven't
That would be
found
fun.
any yet.
That's hilarious. I love it. Good.
Huh. Well, interesting.
Well, that's just a brief history of Halloween, how it's developed since 1840. So that is
Yeah.
interesting information.
Made quite
So,
a strides in nearly
yes,
200 years, even
we
though it's
have
100.
made a few improvements, yes.
Yes.
But, well, I hope you enjoyed the chaos, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye. Bye.
Adios.